In tonight's matchup against Marseille, you get a first-hand look at Louis L'Aigle Dupont, who's currently projected to be a first-round draft pick in this year's NBA draft. Have you had a chance to watch any tape on your fellow draft prospect?
Yeah, well, they call him the Eagle for a reason. He's a great finisher with both hands. I mean, just tremendous hops. They're gonna try to get him running downhill with a full head of steam. So yeah, we need to communicate, not get caught on screens, and challenge him at the rim.
This is a do-or-die game for Paris FC Basket. Win, and you'll earn a berth at the European Basketball Alliance Championship Tournament, and lose and you're out. Obviously, you have the rest of the FBSL season no matter what. But how important is it for you to play in an EBA championship?
Yeah, well, the EBAs don't start until after the French season is over, so we try not to get too wrapped up in that. Tonight we play Marseille, and they're a great team. So my focus is on them 100%.
Thanks, MP.
What a view of Paris. We are live here in one of the world's most iconic cities for tonight's game. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us for tonight's FBSL action between Paris FC and Marseille. I'm Blake Zuniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Beneficeni. Guys, this should be a fun one.
It's old versus new here. It's an interesting one. Veteran Marseille on one side, looking to steal a win against the youth movement, Paris FC.
And tonight, Paris needs this victory to qualify for the EBA tournament.
Well, certainly a lot on the line for MP and the rest of the Paris squad. But I know that Louis Dupont and Marseille would love the chance to play the spoiler here in front of a rowdy Parisian crowd.
Well, really, guys, so much on the line tonight for Paris FC. A win here against Marseille, and they'll punch their ticket to the EBA tournament. But if they lose, that's the end of their championship aspirations for this year.
Now here's Barrow. Pass to Bourgeois. And Illich pulls it down.
Nice play on D, got the hand in his face and prevented him from getting an easy look.
Exactly, Tim. He wasn't just alert, but he was aware and reacted quickly to the shot.
And that takes smarts and a lot of experience.
You get the feeling that MP is going to do everything in his power to get this Paris team into the tournament.
For MP, it's not just about getting to the tournament. He wants to win the whole thing. And usually a team from France has as good of a chance as any to make some noise there. There are some great teams in Spain and Turkey as well, but from what I've seen, they could do it.
That's exactly what they're going for in that possession.
Parker's shot is good. And what a surprise season for Paris FC. Most had them in the middle of the pack, but as we've mentioned, they have a chance to clinch a spot in the EBA tourney tonight.
And it shows you how a few key players can make a monster difference. The chemistry on this team has come together, and they have played far greater than the sum of their parts.
Now here's Barrow. Outside Dupont. Pass to Parker. And it falls all over the rim and in.
Well, the name Parker is obviously well known in France. Leo's got a bigger frame than Tony, but sometimes you squint and you see the jumper from afar.
Now here's Ahern. The three. Nice D from Dupont. Lets it fly from 18. And again, Parker.
If you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you. And without a doubt, this Marseille squad belongs to Louis Dupont. Really a gifted finisher, one of the best finishers in all of Europe.
He's the heartbeat of this team, and he is their leader. Marseille can go as far as Dupont takes them. And the way he's played all season, the sky is the limit for L'Aigle.
Down low. Here's Dupont. That falls. Great assist by Bourgeois.
And it's a tie ball game.
Around the basket is where DuPont really excels.
Here's MP. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pass to Parker. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Working hard for that bucket inside. Parker welcomes the contact on the way up.
Now here's Elich. Outside Dumont.
Shot clock at 6. MP. And he's good on the 3-ball.
When you look at the path Paris FC took to get to this point, the youngsters on the team have stepped up big time.
Well, whenever this team has looked out of gas, guys like MP have stepped up and found ways to keep them going. It's kind of a Cinderella story, but they feel that they're far from midnight.
Yeah, it's a smart play by the vet. Bogdan Ilic is such a wise player.
This is his first free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good.
And when it comes to leadership, both on and off the floor, Ilic is very respected. He's been playing this game at a very high level for a very long time.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And we knew
Team's deciding to change it up.
it's Paris leading. And here we are in Paris, such an incredible city. Obviously a cultural center for the world, but also the heart of the basketball scene in France.
So many great players have gotten their start here, and what a dream it must be for these players to come and play in Paris. It can feel a bit surreal, I can imagine, but everybody on the floor has earned their spots tonight.
Now here's Barrow.
No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Yeah, Barrow is ready to duel them from beyond the arc. He'll provide the answer triple every time he can.
Here's Portier.
6-point lead. And here's MP from the arc. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots.
Barrow with it. Picked up by Ahern.
There's a screen.
Breeze ball, long range. They get the rebound. Portier off the drive.
That one drops for him.
I like whenever Portier puts it on the hardwood like this, cutting his way to the rack.
Breeze ball outside.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
Portier outside. Back to MP. Pass to Ilic. Here's MP.
From outside the arc.
Rebounded by Brisebois.
Inside.
Dumont.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Fantastic pass. He made that very easy bucket with that setup.
Pass to MP. Ahern outside.
Gets it to go from downtown.
Well, Paris needs Ahern's scoring from all over the floor. His three-point shooting can trigger their entire attack.
Now here's Barrow. Over Ahern. Barrow shot is off.
To the middle.
Ahern, guarded by Dupont. And Ahern gets it to go.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
Shots good by Dupont.
Well, it doesn't take a private eye to figure out why they call Dupont l'aigle. He simply soars through the air, and along with Barcelona's Alvarez, has a claim to the best dunker in Europe.
Reminds me a bit of a player named Han Chi, who played a few years over here. You might remember him as the Flying Dragon. They both have the ability to explode off the floor when they take it to the rack.
Now here's Brisebois.
Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points in the game.
Pass to Portier. The shot is good on the assist by Elich.
So good at measuring the defense. If you're too far away from Portier, he's going to be ready to fire.
Barrow outside. Outside Dupont.
Just 5 to shoot.
Barrow with it. Picked up by Ahern. Barrow shot is off. Pass to Elich.
And Lee outside. Three-pointer. Unable to get that one to go. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Leading by 14. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Yeah, if you're just joining us here on 2K Sports, it's Paris FC Basket hosting Marseille Basketball as we get going here in the second half for this FBSL matchup. And Marseille with possession here.
They trail by 14.
Well, you look at the French culture, they absolutely love their sports here.
Soccer, or rather, let me be correct here, football is still king and probably always will be. But basketball isn't too far behind now. The popularity of the sport has exploded here in the last few years. And with Wemby doing his thing in the NBA, I think it's going to continue to grow.
Barrow outside. Over Ahern. Barrow gets the bucket.
Well, when Barrow is nailing mid-range jumpers, it helps keep the defense off balance.
Pass to MP. The shot is good off the assist from Zadirko.
He's been key for them, the way he's distributed the ball.
No doubt, Tim. And when the offense runs through him, it's just such a smooth operation.
And it's so much fun to watch.
Now here's Brisebois.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Shoots over Dumont. It's hauled in by Paris.
To the paint. Faked in off the glass.
Well, you see Dumont making things happen inside. He's the leader of this Paris FC team, and it's easy to see why.
Now here's Bourgeois.
To the inside. And stolen by Zadirko. And even 3-on-3 break. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
He put himself in great position to finish that break off.
Yeah, and that right there is just a great read of how the play was developing and where the ball was going.
Such high basketball IQ.
And that one misses.
Dupont with it. Picked up by Ahern.
And Parker with the slam.
The big man, Parker, powering through for the and one.
And he'll be shooting his first free throws.
First team foul. At the line from Marseille. Parker. 2-1.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half.
Outside Elich. NP. Ahern outside. Pass to Elich. And here's MP. The shot is good on the assist by Elich.
You know, we saw MP get tested multiple times this season by his opponents and sometimes really by his own team. But he's passed every test thrown his way.
And the resilience that MP has shown this year cannot be ignored. It's not easy to find success in a strange land, but MP has done that and then some.
Now here's Zadirko.
Pass to MP.
Takes the three. Doesn't go for him.
And Marseille with possession here.
Fires it.
And again, it's Marseille basketball missing.
Down low.
Elich.
Parker defending.
Here's MP. That one doesn't go either for MP. Pass to Bourgeois. Back to Dupont. Bourgeois.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it fly.
Ahern with the rebound. And here's Paris. And what a game we've seen from MP here. He's completely outclassed Dupont on the offensive end so far.
And not for lack of effort, Dupont has tried to get things going, but right now, MP is the one who is soaring over the competition.
Brisebois, long range.
Drops in the tray.
Well, the perimeter is where Brisebois earns his living. Defenders can't lose track of him out there.
Outside Dumont. Pass to MP.
From the wing.
MP can't get that one to fall.
Would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, his coach has a look on his face like, are you kidding me? It's not a good feeling.
Lets it go from deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
When you think back to how MP looked at the start of this season, we've seen a lot of growth in this game.
You know, you think back, Blake, you talk about the start of this season, there were some shaky moments. But once he started getting comfortable, you could see everything start to fall in place for him. He's been crucial in the success of Paris FC.
To the middle. Here's Elich. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk and draws the foul. He will go to the line.
It's going to be on Bourgeois.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And the free throw, no good. Yep, that one goes.
You can't let them recover their missed free throws. Lucky break for the offense.
Will it go? Got it off in time, but it's no good. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Just dominating this one. And time for a short break. Stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next.
Welcome back. It's the final quarter of action here between Paris FC basket and Marseille basketball. And Marseille going with an almost entirely new group. Now here's Bourgeois.
Defense right on him.
Pass to Dupont.
Throwing it down.
And that's a confidence booster right there for Dupont. The defense cannot allow him to get these kinds of easy baskets.
Back to Ledoux. Now MP.
Here's the 3.
Rebounded by Brisebois. Pass to Parker.
Shoots the 3.
It's hauled in by Paris.
Even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Yeah, as a coach, you can't stand seeing him have that much space to get his shot off.
Oh, that's good.
Well, things are finally coming together for them. The deficit's still pretty big, but at least they're moving in the right direction.
Yeah, and facing that kind of deficit, they're going about it the right way. They're getting aggressive on defense, getting stops, and then taking good care of the basketball at the other end.
At least now they're playing good basketball.
Here's Marseille with the ball.
Fires at the elbow. Parker misses.
MP outside. Pass to Ledoux. Here's Blanchet.
To the wing on the left.
Monsieur with the screen.
Shot clock at 5.
Back to MP. Offensive rebound. Paris FC basket with another miss.
For three, DuPont connects from three-point range.
Quick release from DuPont. Scouts love seeing that.
And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
Pass to Blanchet.
To the left side wing. MP outside. To end the drought. Knocks down the three ball.
And he answers back with a three of his own.
Oh, my. They're getting into it. We've got a duel shaping up here.
Or mano-y-mano.
Three-pointer. MP can't get that one to fall. DuPont, that's good.
Whatever angle he needs to use, the Eagle will find a way. He's that good of a finisher.
MP, guarded by DuPont. Pass to Portier. MP.
There's the three.
MP can't get that one to fall. Bourgeois with it. He's picked up by Leduc. Barrow outside. Here's DuPont. Parker a screen. Final horn sounds, and Paris FC gets the win. They have now secured a spot in the EVA tournament, and what a thrill it must be for all these fans here at home.
I think to even qualify for the EVA tourney was kind of a pipe dream at the start of the season. And now they've done it. Wayne Graves, MP, they've worked together. They've led this team further than anyone could have imagined.
And for Paris FC, with a trip to the EVA tourney in hand, who knows how far they can go.
I would not bet against them at this point, no matter who the opponent is. This team has grown so much, and right now they're riding a lot of confidence heading into the tournament.
And that'll do it for this one, folks. For Tim Swartz, Brian Banafitemi, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Blake Suniga saying thanks for watching.
MP, congratulations on the big win. How does it feel to clinch a spot in the EVA Championships?
Wow, I mean, my whole squad, y'all, come over. We're looking forward to it. This has been one of our goals all season long, but we can't get ahead of ourselves. Coach Graves always stresses taking it one day at a time, and that's what we're going to do, right?
Well, congratulations, everybody. Thank you. Have a good
Appreciate
night. Go celebrate, boys.
Seems like just yesterday I was trying to convince you to come to Europe. Now here we are, about to play Istanbul for the EBA Championship.
Austin, you keep popping up on me, and you realize I almost fired you for less, right?
Yeah, I was there, I remember.
All right, but I mean, I guess you kind of knew what you were doing.
Well, it only worked because you have what it takes. No, seriously, you earned everything you're about to get, MP. And if you take home this chip, you're gonna get a lot more.
Win. But right now I need to know what the NBA draft is looking like.
There's been some upward movement, you know, nothing too drastic. But if you put on a legendary performance in this tournament, who knows? You might get yourself in the first round, bro.
Things are really moving fast, huh?
They are. Yeah, this is a crazy time in life for NBA prospects. So much is up in the air and things change drastically.
Not if you're an NBA kid. I feel like half the league has a dad who went pro. Sometimes I wish I had those advantages, man.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be you. Plus, there's plenty of NBA kids who don't get a whiff of the pros. I mean, genes only take you so far.
Gotta earn it at this level, right?
That's right. And look at it this way. Coming from Vermont, growing up around that diner, that gave you a work ethic and put a chip on your shoulder that'll take you as far as you'll let it.
Sky's the limit.
It truly is. But first, you got to take down Istanbul basketball. And you only got one shot to do it. Single elimination.
Come on, Austin. You know that's what I live for? That kind of thing excites me.
Okay, so you're not nervous?
Nah. You train hard so the game is easy. Pierre told me that on my first day of practice, and I think he's right. There's nothing that can happen in this game that I haven't already put myself through 10 times over on a random Wednesday. Look, I'm ready, and I promise you we're gonna win. You want some water?
Please.
Ali, as a two-time EBA MVP, what advice would you give your team before the championship game?
We know what we need to do to beat FC Baskets. I don't have to say nothing.
What do you expect from your opponent?
They got hot at the right time. But we have the best players in the tournament, the most experience, strongest will win. I expect them to lose.
Man, Ali, you have surprised me, man. I thought you'd be bigger, stronger, scarier.
Tomorrow, you will see how strong I am.
MP,
Yeah.
MP, how are you feeling ahead of this championship game?
We feel excited at the moment, and we're so focused right now. This is a tremendous opportunity to bring home the EBA title to Paris. And I know a lot of guys on my team have worked their entire careers for this very moment. So I'm just hoping I can play a big role in making everyone's dream come true.
So, do you have any thoughts on your opponents, Istanbul basketball?
Look, I'm not gonna hold you. They're one of the best club teams in Europe. Have been for some time now. We're gonna have to scrap and claw every possession if we're gonna pull this one out. But we've got a great team too, and I know we've got what it takes to win this one.
MP.
Thank you.
MP.
You're welcome.
MP.
And a distant view of the skyline of Rome, Italy, our site for tonight's action. Good evening, everyone. What an exciting night. It's the EBA championship between Paris FC and Istanbul basketball. I'm Blake Suniga, along with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. It's winner take all here, and the kings of Europe will be crowned tonight.
We can't wait. We likely have a contender with the powerhouse Istanbul team on one side, but we have the surprise team, Paris FC, surpassing all expectations this year on the other side.
And now Paris is just one win away from immortality. They've been led all tournament by MP.
And Istanbul has leaned on Guvan during their run to the finals. Both MP and Guvan have been the stars of this tournament, and one of them will have a dream finish when it's all said and done.
What a backdrop we have here in Rome for this incredible matchup in the EBA Championship. So much on the line tonight.
Now here's Guvan, covered by MP. Pass to Toprak.
Beyond the arc.
It's It's hauled in by Paris. And after the horn sounds, one of these teams will be crowned the Kings of Europe.
And what a journey it has been for MP with this team. But they have some stiff competition on their hands with Guvan and a very tough Istanbul team.
Now here's Toprak. Ganesh sets a screen.
The tray. A rebound by Zadirko.
Now Paris FC basket with it.
It's a three-point game.
Pass to Ahern.
No good from outside.
And here's Guvan. It's Toprak on the wing. Defended by Ilic. And Toprak gets it to go. And what a journey it's been for MP with this team. I mean, over the season, he's earned the respect of the vets.
And it's not just the vets on his team, but around Europe, the other vets, they're taking notice as well. And that says something about MP. He doesn't get too ahead of himself, allowed himself to be taught, be coachable, and now he's a force.
And here's MP from the arc.
Stellar defense, the talented Guvan. Shooters get nervous when he's nearby.
Pass to Kaya. Outside Toprak.
For three. A rebound by Zadirko.
Here's Paris. Left side, Ilic.
Zadirko, good.
Well, this is what Paris likes about Ilic. The big man is always willing to make the extra pass.
Up top, Ganesh. It's hauled in by Paris.
Many are wondering what the future holds for MP after this title game. A lot of options for him with the way he's shown out this year.
And whether he stays here in Europe or if he returns home to the States, nobody can be sure. But what is clear is that he's upped his profile as a player and is now a wanted prospect.
The pass there floated up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on that one. He powered it through.
Watch out!
That's an alley-oop we'll be seeing on the highlights for a few days. You know what? Scratch that. A few weeks. You know what? Scratch that. A few months.
Pass to Ganesh. Guvan.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
MP outside.
And it's off from three-point range.
Nearly got a finger to that shot in the block attempt.
That was just as effective as a block. It made him completely change his release point and caused the miss.
Yeah, it wasn't officially a block, but really it might as well have been.
And so much drama hanging in every possession here of a winner-take-all title game.
And that's part of the magic of the EBA Championship. It's not a 7-game series. You only get one shot at this. Anybody can be the hero today.
Spreading out the floor, you want that in a swingman like Toprak.
Pass to Dumont. Now MP. Outside Dumont.
That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
It's Toprak with the drive. Solid defense from Ahern. It's Paris leading. Pass to MP. Ahern outside. Dumont.
To the inside. And he gets it to go.
Not many can argue Guvan is the star of this Istanbul side. Arguably the best guard in Europe, and he's the key to this team.
He does everything so well and has been doing it for so long. Guvan isn't a player you can rattle. You know he's going to leave his fingerprints on this game.
And here's Ahern behind the arc. Rebounded by Kaya. Pass to Guvan. Kaya right side.
Yep, that one goes. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Up 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Welcome back to the Eternal City, Rome. Second quarter action.
making substitutions here. Here's MP. 8 points for him. And the shot goes down.
Well, we've seen the development of Turkish basketball over the last few decades, and Istanbul is a big part of that.
Turkey, really one of the stronger teams in international play, along with the talent that's gone on in the NBA. A lot of their success is from the players Istanbul has produced.
And here's Paris. Portier.
Kicks it out to MP. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot.
Zero hesitation for MP. I love seeing the confidence.
They're really on back foot at this point.
Yeah, at both ends of the floor. Things are just not going their way.
Offensive rebound. Kaya with a bucket.
He's got a great read of where that miss was going, and that enabled him to be the first guy to it and get the putback. I like to see that hustle.
Back to MP. Pass to Dumal. Here's MP.
For three.
That one falls. Nice feed from Dumal.
Just on fire from beyond the arc.
And it seems like just about all his points are coming from downtown.
To the left side wing.
Idemish. Monsieur defending.
And that one's good. Borkmans.
He will make you throw your hands up as a defender. You just don't know how to play him.
Back to Portier. Ahern. Pass to MP.
Takes the three.
Rebounded by Kaya.
They can shave the deficit to single digits right here. Here's Borkmas.
Kaya shoots over Visur. It's rebounded by Dumal.
And here's MP from the arc. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them now.
Well, once MP gets going, it's like an avalanche. Just get out of the way, let him take over.
Here's Korkmaz. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Ahern on the wing. He's guarded by Kaya. Here's Dumal from the arc.
Nope, not that time. 0 for 2 from the field. Inside. Pass to Korkmaz.
Now here's Toprak. It's stolen by Ahern. Now Dumal. And here's MP from the arc. That's good, and it's Dumal with the assist.
Well, for a guy like an MP, trying to make a name for himself, getting threes, they'll go a long way.
Here's Korkmaz.
Covered by MP. Pass to Toprak.
Korkmaz. Launches it.
Here's Kaya.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Up by 15. Hold tight. We've got more basketball action headed your way.
Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports as the second half of this EBA championship game gets underway. One of the things you always love about the EBA championship, you get some contrasting styles between the club teams of different countries.
And there are players from all over the world on these rosters, but each club has their own identity, and it's been fun to watch them clash.
Now here's MP.
They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
Well, just about 250 pounds, the Yurko could be a wrecking ball in close.
Move on with it. Covered by MP. Pass to Ganesh. Ganesh sets the screen.
From the high post. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up from the corner, and he gets the jumper to drop.
Smart play by the Istanbul center. Gunesh moving the rock for the assist.
MP outside. Guvon with the steal.
Right wing. There's the triple.
Harris grabs the miss. Pass to Elich. Oh, and Elich with the jam.
Oh, work on Elich. Turning back the clock.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter.
Room here for Guvon.
And it's good from the elbow.
We know Guvon is an elite leader on the floor, but it's sometimes kind of hard to quantify how large the difference is for this team when he's out there.
People have compared Guvon to Chris Paul in terms of the ways that he can elevate a ball club. He's got that sort of impact on a team where role players just play better.
And he makes the first. Both shots good from the strike.
Istanbul with the ball.
Trailing by 17. To the middle.
Ganesh.
Well-timed pass, and it goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
With his size, you have to love the way Emil Ganesh moves around the court. I mean, everything is so deliberate with his footwork.
Well, like so many other Turkish bigs, Ganesh is as skilled as they come. He's got great vision, and he can create some space with the bounce if he needs to.
And the first one drops.
And when it comes to leadership, both on and off the floor, Elich is very respected. He's been playing this game at a very high level for a very long time.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Guvon with it. Now guarded by MP. Guvon can't get it to go.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Unselfish play by Ahern. If your shot isn't there, you got to give it away.
Now here's Guvon.
Guarded closely.
Outside Toprak. They get it back. Oh, a nice shot by Ganesh.
Nice sequence from Ganesh. He is opportunistic.
And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become.
And it's in.
You know, he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He needs to keep on working for those good looks.
Kaya, defended by Elich.
To the wing on the left.
Ganesh sets a screen.
Just 5 on the clock.
And they grab their own miss.
Goes back up, and he lays it in.
Who's stopping Ganesh in there? Seriously. These are the types of buckets that Istanbul has to rack up.
And in this EBA championship game, MP has been the one to lead the way for this team.
Guvon might have the experience, but right now MP is the best player on the floor. The way he's taken over offensively, it's been incredible.
And when you try to compare Guvon to the other great lead guards in Europe, it's hard to find a direct one-for-one. He's a unique talent.
No doubt. I mean, there's not a lot of other guards that give you as much as Guvon gives the team. The scoring, the playmaking, the leadership, even defense, he's very good on that end as well. He does it all in a way that we haven't really seen so far.
Pass to Ganesh.
Off target with the 3.
And here's MP. The shot is good off the assist from Zadirko.
Solid work right there. There's a big difference in field goal percentages of these teams in the second half.
And that difference has come about because we've got one team moving sharply, getting good shots, and the other just a little bit stagnant. It's tough to watch.
Yeah, one coach did his job at halftime. The other, not so much.
Outside Illich. Back to MP.
This one for three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Running away with it. And we're coming back right after this break to get the fourth quarter started.
Welcome back. Only one quarter left to crown an EVA champion. Paris FC basket, all time. Pass to Portier. Outside Leduc. MP. Portier right side.
6 on the shot clock.
Back to MP.
Fires from deep.
And it's Ganesh with the rebound. And Istanbul basketball with possession here. Toprak, room to shoot.
And he gets it to go, hitting off the back rim and in.
He was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Out to the left wing.
Portier outside. And the dunk by Gasol.
And as a point guard, Portier understands it's his responsibility to involve his teammates. That's a great pass right there.
Now here's Bouvon. Covered by MP. Pass to Bouvon. Ganesh sets the screen. Good work defensively by Vasseur.
They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part? It gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in.
Now here's Portier. Here's Blanchet.
Here's MP for three. No good there.
Now Istanbul moving it up. And that one's good. Move on.
You got to stay in front of Guvon in the open floor. He'll run all over you.
Over to the left wing.
Pass to Vasseur. Kicks it out to MP.
Shoots the three.
It's good. The assist that time from Vasseur.
They built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
No question about it. He's hit everything he's looked at.
And just give him any bit of space and it's automatic tonight.
And a shot by Guvon, no good. MP outside. Pass to Blanchet.
Spins. Here's Leduc. No good off the spin.
Outside Bouvon. Over MP.
The three is up.
And Bouvon with the triple.
Well, if you're the defense, you're playing with fire right there. You have to get more up on Bouvon defensively.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock.
MP, it's good.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Vasseur, first personal foul, 13 foul. At the line for Istanbul, Ganesh, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both good at the line. Time runs out, and it's Paris FC Basket who will be crowned as the EBA champions. What an unlikely run it's been for them, and they finish off what they started.
Unreal, guys. This has to be one of the biggest, fastest.
Hey, Bobby, we're the EBA champions now, baby. Yes.
This is good.
I think he likes you now. Hey, baby, look it. When me and Boggy started off, we had our problems, but that guy is one of a kind.
Actually, he has a twin. But technically, there are two of him.
What?
Yeah.
I gotta meet that guy. Unbelievable work, MP!
I haven't seen this much talent at this young age since Nas put out Omatic.
Hey, I actually like that one. Hey, when you get to the NBA, put in a good word for me, okay? I got you, Coach.
Hey, these guys are gonna miss you.
I know, and I shouldn't be saying that, but I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Let's go! We the champs, baby! Let's go! Let's go!
Yes, Miss Mueller.
MP, congratulations on your stunning achievement. As a 19-year-old playing his first season in the French Basketball Super League, how do you feel looking back at your accomplishments?
Well, playing here has set me up to succeed at the next level. I've proven myself against the best pros in Europe, developed my game, increased my skill level, and learned how to take the physicality. All of that can only help me as I prepare to come back home.
Thank you, MP.
You're welcome.
MP.
Oui.
MP, what comes next for you? Will you enter the draft? Right now you're projected as a second rounder. Any chance you come back to FC Basket for another season?
I love France, but my goal is the NBA. If I had a chance to get drafted this year, that's what I'm taking, so I won't pass that up. I'll prepare for that as I go back home and talk to my agent and see what my options are. But I think I've shown that I can compete at the highest levels against grown men and under pressure impact environments. A lot of people question my decision to come to France over going to college, but I'll tell you, sitting here right now, I think I made the right choice. Welcome.
Look at this.
How can you afford all this?
Ma, can I get a hello before you start questioning my finances?
I missed you.
I missed you more, Ma.
You look strong.
That's because I am.
Hey, did you bring me my rope for it?
Man, that stuff stunk up my luggage. I'm surprised customs let me through.
No, that is the king of cheeses there. Come on.
Of course, for you, Ma, I brought you some prints from the Louvre.
What? No, you didn't have to get me anything.
No. How else would you know I was thinking about you? So, hey, don't mind your stuff. Leave that there, and we'll go talk to Austin and Xander, and afterwards we can grab some dinner.
All right.
Let's
Okay.
go.
There's my
There
guy.
they are.
How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Filming
Good to
it?
see you.
I don't see any cameras.
Oh, sorry, Dad.
What?
I already told you we're not filming a reality TV show. You're not gonna be surrounded by a bunch of cameras. We're filming content for my socials.
That's a fair question, though. If I'm recording, you'll know it. I use a DSLR mostly.
Whatever that means, take your word for it.
Anyway, it is such a pleasure to finally meet both of you.
Oh, same here. MP's told me so many great things about you guys.
You're lying, but I believe you. You must be a great agent.
Thank you.
Quit messing with the man.
Okay.
Here, please.
Oh, thank you.
Austin, MP said that you were going to walk us through some of your draft strategies.
Dad, no. We'll get to that. Chill, please.
Oh, no, it's fine. Why don't we get to it, and then I'll let you guys catch up.
Austin,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so as we all know, MP's being mocked in the second round. Now, his talent exceeds that valuation, but ironically, that puts us in a very strong position. If he were mocked just a bit higher, he would have been a late first rounder. And then whoever wanted to draft him would be completely out of our control. But the second round is the Wild West. And you can play wherever you want if you play your cards right. And of course, landing in the right organization is just as important to having a long, successful NBA career as having talent.
And another thing, in this room, I'm making a promise to everyone. On moms, I'm gonna make everyone who passed up on me regret it.
Oh, MP.
Look, I know
True,
that's not
Mom.
easy for a mom to hear, but that kind of chip on your shoulder is actually a great thing in a competitive industry like professional sports. So,
Thank Austin.
Okay, so if anyone can draft him in the second round, how can he choose where he goes?
well, there's actually two ways we can play this. First, we roll the dice. Let whoever's going to draft you. And I've got a list of interested teams here. But you can also work the system. If you tell people you only want to play for Team X, they'll listen because no one wants drama from a second rounder.
What if Team X doesn't want MP?
Ma.
I'm just asking. Just asking, honey.
That's a very shrewd question. That's where workouts come in. Now, I can get MP a workout with anyone. And if he impresses at that workout, chances are...
Austin, when I impress at the workouts.
There you go.
Okay, what do you recommend?
Well, if it were me, I would think long and hard about what my style of play is, what role I think I can fill, and then I'd see what team fits my style and has a need for my role. You also want a front office who you trust to make smart decisions. And if geography is important to you, you should consider that as well.
Okay, honey. How do you want to approach this?
I have some ideas, but honestly, it's a lot to take in.
I know. Well, look, guys, I put all the information you need right here on the TV. List of interested teams, scheduled workouts, etc. And of course, if you have any questions at any time, you know where to reach me. I can give you all the advice in the world on this, MP, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's your life, your decision. Good news is, your future's in your hands.
We appreciate it, Austin.